Yeah.
Namaste, Sumanth Ji.
Yeah. Namaste, Nikita.
It's always tricky because you need to be careful with these things. Yeah. This time I got it right.
Yeah.
So yeah, my name
Where are
is
you from,
Nikita.
Nikita?
I'm from Estonia.
Australia.
Estonia is a small country.
Estonia. Yeah. Okay.
It's a beautiful country. It's a very good entry point actually for. It's known for unicorns. It's small, just 1 million, but Estonia really needs IT professionals from all over the world. So people who want to live in Estonia or people who want to start their IT career in Europe, it's a very good point to start. Mostly I'm working from UK, but today I'm in Estonia.
Yeah, great.
And
so I'm from India. Andhra Pradesh is a state in India, so I'm from there. So yeah, I just seen your YouTube channel as well, Nikita. You're just doing some amazing work for the open source community. That's really great that you just started helping people. So yeah, and also I just follow your group, like in Meetup group, open source together, right?
Yes, that's one group. So let me try to. Let me try to record the screen. So I've checked your YouTube channel, so it looks actually great, much better than mine, to be honest. Like I can see the quality. So how can I help you this morning?
So I'm just looking for. So first I will just introduce myself, Nikita. So that would be great.
Yes, of course.
I'm a recent graduate. I just graduated from my college. Like this month itself, around like June 5th or June 6th, I just like completed my final examinations. So I just got like campus placements. Like I just got many companies came to our college, but I haven't applied for any of those. So I'm not interested in those. So I haven't applied for that. And currently I'm just into this ML and AI field. I'm just learning this for 2 years and I'm just creating content around that. Like whatever I just learned, I'm just creating content around that from past 1 year. And apart from that, I'm just active. Recently, I'm just being active on Twitter as well. So like sharing what I just learned. Daily, I'm just posting a thread and also hosting Twitter spaces. And apart from that, I'm just running a WhatsApp community group and as well as Discord group for people who are just new into this AI field, like to help them. So I just started this a group for them as well. And yeah, that's what I'm just currently doing. And I'm actively looking for like full-time roles. It can be in AI field, like or ML field, or it can be in like DevRel or let's say a developer educator or developer relations. So I'm just actively looking for the full-time roles.
Okay, so let's do one thing. I hope you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Because your channel looks great, but there are some things which I think we can improve.
Yeah, sure.
So let's see, that's my LinkedIn. I'm not sure if I put this thing here, but and that's your LinkedIn. Come on, sorry, the network is not the best here.
Yeah, fine, that's fine. You can just give a space and you can just type P, Sumanth P. Yeah, just type.
That's not.
No, just P, just Sumanth P.
Sumanth P.
Or else I will just send you the link.
Let's try this way and then. Oh, there are many Sumanths. Oh yeah, that's you. That's you. Actually, I should. Yeah, if you send a connection request, that will help. Oh, this is better. Tutorials, podcast, machine learning. What don't I like about it? Let me think. I'll get another window which you probably cannot see. I'll just quickly check one thing of mine. Let's do one thing. So that's your profile, open source. That's all good, but there's something. So let's say I look at this profile, and I'm thinking, how can I benefit from it? Because if I go to YouTube, seriously, YouTube. Sorry, this laptop is not the best. YouTube tool and together, because normally I use open source. Okay, and we go to the group. So that's okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you see this screen. I'll edit here, then it should work. So in my first pilot, I'm trying to explain what is the whole goal of this channel, because like you can see my open source page, right?
Yeah.
If I go to yours one, if I go here, well, this one is about internships, right? Your starting video I can see here is oh no, that's actually even is it? Oh, now something is playing. Ouch, that's mine. So the thing is that we need to be very clear about the goal of your channel. So we need to be actually very clear. First of all, is what you want. So if we create one second, it's just tricky here with switching on, switching off stuff. So I'll go to my drive Google.com. I think you cannot see it at the moment, right? My drive. So I will just, that's fine because I got it on my mobile phone. It's fine because I'm trying to be a bit careful with like stuff I show to people. Because it will go online. So that's nice. Now can I move here? It's so much easier when you have a proper computer. So that will be, is it correct pronunciation?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I like to. Oh, actually, that's if you go to our GitHub. If you go to our GitHub here in the README file, just in case, just in case you lose the link. So we'll start setting some links here. Obviously, we'll put our link because it's where it all starts. But this book tells why. So the idea is that I want to focus your actions, to help you focus your actions, but I haven't bought this I like AI, I like ML yet, because these are just the technologies. It's like if you came to me and told me that I like wheels and I want to work at, I don't know, chocolate factory, I'll be like, well, so what is the thing which you really like?
So I just curious to learn something new and to explain it to others. So that's what I'm passionate about. To learn something and to explain, to share what I just learned. That's what I just most interested.
To learn and teach. And these things, are they like everything from grass planting to nuclear reactors, or is it something more specific?
Mostly in tech, like what I just interested on. So for example, let's say I just, yeah, that specific technology. Yeah, that's correct.
Can we make it AML?
Yeah, perfect.
Now, to whom? Because probably you are not teaching it to farmers from Australia, or maybe you do. So whom are you normally teaching it to?
So I'm just like the students who are just willing to learn the same AI and ML technology, like who are beginners in that field. So yeah, like students, I can just say.
Yeah, to students. So that's the first problem. So they can. So now the question is, how does it help them?
They will just try to learn the technologies, or let's say any tech stack which they don't know, and they can just, and also not only tech stack, I just more into this like helping them. So through my group, I'm just helping them through like answering their questions, like career guidance, like how they just switch to like the data science, how can they start preparing. So I like I'm just helping them as well, so by teaching them.
Yeah, and here we have a small problem that you like. So how will exactly a company, let's say I'm a company which it's all good stuff. It's just that if it all worked, we wouldn't be speaking now about this stuff. If it worked like 100%. So it's working, but maybe not 100%. And by the way, I'm autistic, so I don't want to insult you in any way. Just let me know if you don't like something. So let's say I'm some nice company, Microsoft or Amazon or something. How does it help me? So your activity, what you're doing, how does it help me? Or like, because you want a full-time job, and at the same time you're helping students, but students cannot give you a full-time job.
Yeah.
So either we make helping students a business in some way, or we find a company who is interested in helping students, and that's
So
different from what you're doing now. So
yeah,
my
yeah,
idea
yeah.
is that what I do is you're not the first one. Actually, I have another student of mine, Minty. I'm not sure if I can call you Minty because your YouTube channel is bigger than mine.
No,
But
that's completely fine.
yeah, but the idea is that if you're really into learning, then what you into teaching this stuff, AI, ML, because currently if you go here, I actually told it to my wife that this guy is brilliant, but there's a small problem, like literally. First one, okay, that's I don't know. But if you go to mine, they have this stuff. This stuff just says new videos every week. It doesn't tell me anything. It doesn't tell me that Sumanth likes to learn and teach AI ML. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that I'm
first
just
thing.
planning to change that cover page as well. And Nikita, like
Yes.
how I just changed that in my Twitter profile, or let's say you are just seen in the LinkedIn profile, right? Like the tutorials, podcasts, and machine learning. So I'm
Yeah.
just planning to switch, like change that to my channel as well. Recently, I just updated this in my LinkedIn, and I'm just planning to do the same in my YouTube channel as well.
Yes. So basically, the idea is that we create your developer statement. We'll call it developer statement. It's not me who invented it. It's so this book start with why. The idea is that we find your why, and currently we don't have time for it, so we'll go with probably it will be wrong, but it will be months developers. I want this your developers. I want your actions to be aligned to this development statement, and I want to be all over the place. So I open this channel, and I know that you actually helping people. I need to change this as well. But if I check your videos, that this is how to prepare to interviews. This is how Amazon. This is M1. So posting about all the stuff which interests you is not very focused. So I would suggest that if you do it for mine is also not perfect. I need to concentrate. But the idea is that if I am into open source, for example, then 80% of this stuff should be about open source and conferences where I will speak about. 20 can be me speaking about Apple MacBooks. I love them. I don't have money to buy one, but I love them. And they can be about whatever. I'm, for example, interested in languages and stuff, but you are interested in teaching MI,
So if you
artificial
can just
intelligence.
check my previous videos, Nikita. So I've just
Mm-hmm.
posted continuously like the all the things like the statistics, like the
Mm-hmm.
pandas, NumPy, like Matplotlib, like the Python. So all these tutorials are completely based on that. So
Yeah.
currently I'm just finding not much time. So I'm just preparing for my interviews. I'm just like looking for a full-time role.
What?
So I'm just fully not focused on this, like creating content.
What if you change it? What if you change your approach? We'll be doing something, but in different way. What if instead of trying to create your own content from ground zero, what if we find, because what you're doing currently, you are teaching people how to study AI ML, right?
Yeah.
What if instead of that, you start doing AI ML in stuff which actually matters to the business, and you start sharing this experience? What I'm saying is, what if we go to GitHub, because I'm like, that's my specialty. I help people, because you want to become an AI ML specialist, right? But to me personally, you already are an AI ML specialist. But for some reason, you teach people how to become one instead of, not some reason, I understand it's because it's like universities, they teach us to do something. But there are also other universities where you come and they say, guy, like, Sumanth, you already know everything you need. So here are some books, you can read them, but here is our artificial intelligence project. So let's start working there. If you need to know Git, let's learn Git, and you can start fixing typos, and you will be already working day zero. So the beauty is that we can find, let's see, GitHub artificial intelligence projects. Okay. Let's see. Well, I don't know much about this stuff, but TensorFlow looks like something, right?
Yeah.
So my idea is like, if somebody was coming to me and told me that let's replace AI ML with Java, and told me I want to learn Java, and the person is writing a really nice, because your YouTube is extremely high quality. Here, the person will write about arrays and stuff, but I will say like, what the fuck? I will say to myself 20 years ago, I will say, don't do that. Go and find OpenJDK project or the JDK from Microsoft and start contributing there from day zero and start writing about the project. So the idea is that we find you 3 projects, or you find it yourself, but you're getting the point. So this one is TensorFlow. I have no idea what is TensorFlow, but I think you know.
Yeah.
So can you tell me what is TensorFlow as you understand it?
Yeah, it's an ML framework which will be helpful for creating models, like machine learning models, like to train the data. So we used to use that. It's a like the open source framework which is developed by Google. We can just use that for trying the models, like to test the models and to create AI applications.
Good. So so you see, now you're talking about TensorFlow. You're not teaching, you're talking, it's like teaching by doing. So now we're looking at TensorFlow. That's how I select repositories, because I'm sure I know that this one will work. But like if you are selecting, and it's also because we're doing a recording, so it's not only for me and you, it's for other people. That's the idea, is that we concentrate on like which group we're helping. So we're helping somebody who wants to do this stuff, not learn this stuff, but do this stuff and learn as it goes. So we can see here that if we go TensorFlow repository, it was modified 1 hour ago, and it's very popular. A ton of stars and enough of, also not this one, 1 hour ago as well, 165,000 of stars and 86,000 of branches. So that's alive as it can be. So because I don't want to start working on a project which doesn't matter, because there will be not much difference. So now we fork. And tell me, have you forked on TensorFlow before?
Like I just worked with other organizations like MLflow. So I just done few contributions in the GitHub as well, Nikita. Like I've just done some few contributions to that. One is like Free Code Camp. So while starting my open source journey a few months back, I just fixed a little typo in that website.
Yeah, Free Code Camp is about teaching. So do you want to build your career in creating teaching frameworks, which is fine, or do you want to actually do AI ML yourself? These are 2 different things.
Yeah. So currently I'm just open for like doing some full-time roles specifically for. Currently, I'm just open. So, can you hear me, Nikita?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah. So currently, I'm just open for full-time opportunities, which is specifically regarding AI and ML, like the data scientist or let's say machine learning engineer. I'm just open for that role. And apart from that, like developer educator or let's say developer relations, where in the field of AI and ML, like creating content around that, interacting regarding the same space, like same mindset people. So those are the two paths that I just have.
So it's a good plan. So let's get let's focus on a way which will get you a job, and then when you get enough experience, we can focus on teaching. Teaching as a like because you'll be teaching anyway, but then focus like on being a part of, let's say, Free Code Camp or MIT or something. I'm not joking when I'm speaking about MIT. So the idea now is that I have forked the project and I have contributed to TensorFlow, not to Free Code Camp, to TensorFlow. So that's as close as you can get to machine learning, I guess. Choosing. So the idea is that we probably should forget for some time about Free Code Camp, or do as your third priority, fourth priority. But first three priorities should be three projects on ML or AI or both of them from three different organizations. And the idea is that we should start contributing there, and you should start contributing. That's just an advice. And as you contribute, keep writing about this project in the LinkedIn, on Twitter, obviously, with hashtags so this organization can see, but write not about your contributions, write about what project does. And it doesn't mind how much or how little you know, because wherever you start, it's good enough. Yes, I don't know anything, but this morning I'm going to do a post. Well, depends on my son when he wakes up. I'm going to wake a post that I contributed to TensorFlow, helping you, not helping you. I don't like working together on how we can. What are the next steps? How we can use open source to help us focus in machine learning world. We found this project, TensorFlow. It's already checked out. So I can click this one or E on the keyboard. Or actually, first let's see what can we fix here, because I like starting with contributions. And here, where's my autism helps? So I'm looking for dots and like stuff I don't like. But this one will be quite good because there's so many folks. So people have already checked for it. So probably we'll have to go for some other file. But even if we don't find anything, I'll write a post about it. I will write that finally I found a Git README file, which is of good quality.
And I guess so like open source is not just about code, it's more than that, like contributing, writing docs, and interacting with the community.
That's true, but let's try to look at it at slightly different angle. So open source is something which, what is your favorite company? Or like, let's say you like Microsoft, so because it will be like, I pushed it on you, not somebody. So if Google hires you, they will be asking, why do you like Microsoft? And you'll say, oh, Nikita said, I don't. No, Microsoft is a great company, jokes aside. So they have, that's the repositories. I don't want repositories. Microsoft JDK, GitHub. Okay, this one. So what GitHub, what open source gives you, open source is basically a set of licenses, okay? So it's like over 5 licenses, and you put license next to a project, it's open source, as I see it. I know it's wrong, it's like, it's more detailed, but it doesn't sell much. It's like, I don't know, vegetables, which vegetables? So for me, open source is something which allows me or somebody from a small village in Russia or India or United States or somewhere, or some person, however rich or poor, but with computer and internet connection, you can start working on Microsoft as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 clicks here. And now, 4 clicks, you're working in Microsoft. So instead of you wanting to get this full-time job, would you like theoretically speaking, but still it's like a job, but it's half job. It's actually not a job. Would you like to work in a company who creates TensorFlow? Is it good enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So the idea is that we'll be working in this company and we'll be telling this company about what we're doing. So I couldn't find anything like quickly here. So to install so this is just styling. Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm trying to find something which I don't like, because something which will scratch my eye, but I couldn't find in this one. That's good. But they will have contributing MD or something, this one, exactly. And they have issues MD. And some projects, they actually say that, oh, yeah, the formats are different between files. For some reason, somebody put dots here. I don't like it, but it's on each and every. Oh, yeah. Here they have dots, but here they don't. Right on the bullet points, and that's enough for my first contribution. So instead of going and teaching somebody how to do something, I will just do this. Okay, and then we go down and we create a pull request. The only thing is that I want, I'm sure they have a file on telling me everything about the project and stuff, but I want just to see their pull requests, because I want to see how they name them. And the fastest way to do it is to go TensorFlow, pull requests. We go to the ones which are closed. I don't care about them. I want to see what they look like. Yeah, so this, oh, she says invalid. I don't want invalid ones. I want maybe completed. Invalid, closed. I want something which will ready to pull. I'm waiting to review. This looks nice. Because sometimes they name them differently, like fix and stuff. Oh, this one. Nice. Closed. But anyway, we'll just do it, and if people don't like it, they will tell us. It's first time, so it's okay. We'll go here and we'll write fix unnecessary symbol. Okay, so yeah, this one, this keyword is to something have been moved. Okay, so this one we can just use this word. Necessary period full stops. Okay, propose changes. Most probably they will reject it, but that will teach me some lessons. So now I want to go to my own repository. And now I think, wait, because I created pull request, I expected it actually to be here. I don't. Yeah, it says it's able to merge, but because if I create pull request, I want this pull request to be not on my branch, but Yeah, so currently this branch is here. But if I go here on my other machines, I was, so that's the pull request. That's okay, but how do I, because before I was doing something separate, slightly different way. If I click this one, that will be a pull request to my repository. I don't want to have a pull request to my repository. Oh, now it is. For some reason, it was not appearing there, or maybe I didn't see it. So I want this pull request from this branch to go to them. I don't see development branch here, so because sometimes we will have different branches. These ones they have as well, but not everybody is using master as the main trunk. Sorry, and I'm creating the pull request. Okay, and that's fine. So now what we are doing is we need to take a screenshot. I have no idea how to do it on this machine. Maybe it's like this. Now, because this stuff made more value to TensorFlow, like immediate value, than if I created 10 days course on artificial intelligence and machine learning with no specifics. So, because I can create a course about everything in the world, about open source or about machine learning, or I can contribute to the product. Let me see if I can save this picture somehow. They have a browser, some kind of paint, draw. I'm not sure if this will allow me to, but we'll see. That's not nice. Do I have GIMP or something? What's Ubuntu?
Like I just got it, like Nikita, like you just mentioning. So we should contribute to the open source, like the projects or the companies which are just being open source in the ML and AI field, and publishing that work in like Twitter or let's say LinkedIn, or let's say writing about that blog in the form of video. Yeah, that's
kind of. So idea is that find an open source project, find a company. No, find your love, and your love is artificial intelligence, machine learning. Find a company which shares the same love, and so a company who does open source and machine learning. Oh, sorry, machine learning and AI, but open source is important because it will give you an opportunity to work in this company. Tensor, and then start working there. Instead of wanting to work there, start working there. Because what I'm doing now, I'm working for TensorFlow. It took me literally 10 minutes. Yes, they're not paying me yet, but what is the chance? Sorry, what's your name? Sumanth, right?
Yeah.
Sumanth. And by the way, accept my request or
sure,
send
definitely.
me a request. This guy, I need to find. What was the family name? Sumanth P.
Sumanth P.
Sumanth P. Ready or
no? Sumanth P. Just Sumanth P. Just you can just scroll down.
That's I'll find it. We'll modify the post later. And Sumanth P for teaching, for helping me to. I don't like how it sounds. We'll let it. Thank you so much, Sumanth. I'll fix it later with support for starting for making our first contribution. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, it's just my phone went up to 10. Flow. Yeah. Happen as of this morning. Now I am no. Now I am sure your will to learn and share will contribute a lot to the further development of TensorFlow. Okay, and that's it. I don't even need to screenshot because if I put this link here, it will already do it. And I will also, as always, open source makes things happen. Okay, because I wanted the hashtag to be there, and I want some TensorFlow stuff as well. Okay. I posted in the group, but well, I still need to learn more about this stuff, but like visibility and marketing and stuff like that. But
I'll send you a connection network request. I'll just send you a connection request in LinkedIn.
Oh, it's here. It's here. Good stuff. Accept, of course, absolutely. Okay, so I guess that's your handle. So now what we'll do, we'll modify my text because what I want to happen now, I want my post to be linked to your profile because I want the system itself, the LinkedIn, and the community, I want them to be aware of your existence, not from just point of view that that's a guy who writes about AI and ML, but I want the mind shift that's the guy who works on AI. And yeah, you see, now my LinkedIn is actually seeing you because you send a connection. So, and that's how it happens. So now you can actually take what you can do on your side. You can write an article about this experience. You don't need even to check it out now. I mean, you do, but not immediately. So you can check it out, but currently you have enough material to share with the world because think of other students, about other people starting stuff. So you can write how you found somebody who could help you to focus even more because you were already focused, but it was like this. Now you're focused like this. Because now what will happen, we'll be speaking and probably you'll be, so unless your life changes, because it might be you will understand, oh, I actually need another thing. And that's fine because I changed like 5 times. Now I know it's open source, but it wasn't always that. So now you can like please start doing it daily, but not on everything, just TensorFlow and maybe 1-2 more similar, but from different companies, and keep writing about the projects. Because next one, so first post write about this, and then next one write about TensorFlow a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, but daily. And same on YouTube. Create on YouTube how to start contributing to TensorFlow, how to start contributing to that and that. And then check which issues they have and see what you can do. Maybe it's a README file, or maybe it's like some, and then learn with these projects because they will teach you. It's not possible to learn AI because that's just too much. Not possible to, but it is possible to learn enough AI to fix something in TensorFlow. And then you write about it, about this functionality which was broken or something. And then what is the chance this company doesn't see as top contributor? They are monitoring, they need people. But instead of asking you to go through 100 interviews and then choosing somebody from the next state because it's closer and less easy issues, they will select, they will pick a top contributor. And if they don't, then, well, your AI will be on such level than some other nice company will. because they know that you can deliver, because they can see that you do deliver. So, and then actually we come back to your initial question, how to become a dev rel. You don't need to, because by doing that, you are already a dev rel. And that's it. And then we can start on doing other things like how to earn using open source. I don't know much myself yet, but these are two different things. Get a job and start earning, they're slightly different. So that's it. I hope it helped.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Give me a shout when you create a post. I will reshare it.
Sure.
I'm sure it will be nice. And well, so love, your love of a company which shares the same values. So your values, company's values, and this intersection, and it must bring some benefit to other people, because my post brings benefit that people will see that they can start doing open source in a meaningful manner. So my post is oriented on that. So yours will be slightly different, because you might be more concentrated on the products and on people using the products. Your post will be like, oh, TensorFlow can do that, and TensorFlow can do that, and look on the new functionality of TensorFlow for these companies. So because, well, because we just have different goals. My goal is to give people opportunity to get a job of their dreams using open source, and your goal is, it's also very good, but it's different. So obviously the posts will different, but at least we're not competing this way. It's good. I'm joking. The competition is good. Okay, cool. I hope that helped for today.
Yeah, sure, Nikita. Like you just mentioned some of the very important points. Like I just started contributing to open source by like seeing Eddie and Kunal. So I just like I used to watch them, and I just started creating. So I just mentioned you like the free code camp. I just mentioned you, right? Like I just made a contribution. Yeah, it's just to make myself familiar with open source. So I just done that due to that only. Like I haven't fixed any kind of any huge issue, just a typo. So I just thought I can just learn like what is pull request, like how to fork, how to like create a branch, how to merge it. So yeah, just to learn that, I just done that with a free code camp. Apart from that, I'm just working with I'm just working with this open source project like the ML Flow, MindsDB. So these are these some companies which are more into this ML space and the working with open source. So so currently I'm just starting contributing to that as well. So your advice also really valuable, Nikita, for that.
ML Flow.
And regarding my YouTube channel, so I just want to mention one thing. So it's not like I just want to complete into teaching. It's just my part time. So I used to do only on weekends, like on Saturday and Sunday only. I used to create videos for my channel. Apart from that, I'm just learning, creating projects, and contributing to open source, and meetings like amazing people like you.
Yeah. So yeah, channel is great. As I said, it's I like it more than mine in many ways. But it would be nice here to see more about you actually doing some real stuff in ML, like creating something, some bigger, some value not to the students, but to the ML. Because at the end of the day, students are there often not to have fun with ML and not to just spend nice time learning ML that we can leave to rich kids. But with all respect to rich kids, many of them are nice. But people are there to see how it can be used to build something which brings value to businesses, but businesses is actually people in the end. So if your ML can make sure that less milk is goes bad in, let's say, such a huge city as Delhi, so because I'm sure there's some inefficiencies in foods like distribution, like in any other big city. So if you show that, well, let's look, TensorFlow has been used to save some food from rotting or going bad, so because it's delivered on time or something, well, this shows people that, look, TensorFlow is real. It's not just, arrows and lines and boxes on the diagrams. That thing can actually deliver, and it can help a lot of people. So yeah, something like this. I'm sure we'll spend more sessions on that, and I'm learning a lot actually from you already. And well, so let's see how it goes. And yeah.
So where are like which company, Nikita, like you're just working?
Oh, that's well, it's a credit card company, but it's a really nice company called Mastercard. Yes, it's a good company. Very good. Take care about
really
people.
Company.
But I'm trying to separate my personal activities because this is fully personal, and Mastercard because I'm just learning, and if I do some mistakes, I don't want them to be associated with Mastercard. So, but yeah, they support employees. So it's a nice company to work if you love payments in terms of like helping people to get, pensions in time and stuff like that. Because I really like this stuff. Anyway, it's been a long call. So now I'm stopping recording, and if you don't mind, I'll put it in my YouTube channel. And if you want,
definitely. I will give a shout out for that as well, Nikita, in my Twitter handle as well. I will just give a shout out for this. So can you just make a little bit side by side, Nikita, you and me? So I will just take a picture and I will just post it on Twitter.
Yeah, sure, of course, absolutely. I'm not sure if I stop sharing this way, maybe it's better. Okay, and we can do it probably this way. Oh, I'm not sure how to do it on Ubuntu. Maybe if you do. Okay, I took the screenshot. Yeah. So now there's somewhere you might want to take screenshot on your side. Don't trust Ubuntu too much. It's a nice font. So, but I think I should have it. Yeah, I have it. I think. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. So yeah, and
that's really a great conversation, Nikita, with you. I'm just learned a lot from you.
Me too.
Open source is it's booming now. So yeah, it should start contributing. Should get more to the company instead of doing some normal stuff you just mentioned. Yeah, I should not deviate more onto this. Should contribute to the projects in the AI and ML field that I just learned today. So yeah, thanks for that.
Yes, with open source, you can start contributing now. If you like cars, you can start contributing to Mercedes. Right now, they do have projects. So yeah, and if you can send me the links on the projects you're working on, this machine learning on GitHub, I will take a look in my free time.
Sure. And also, I just want to mention one of the project that I'm just creating for the ML community. So apart from this content, I'm just working on that other project. So I'm just creating a chatbot which helps like the ML newbies in their journey. So for example, let's say if anyone new guy or let's say a new one who just want to start learning AI and ML, so they used to ask the same repeated questions, right? Like what are the resources, what are the best YouTube channels, what are the best websites, how can they start learning, what is AI, what is ML, like what are the how can I just start learning? So to answer all these questions, I'm just me with my friend Vivek, and we are just creating a chatbot which will help them. So I just made that as public, and I just shared that on Twitter as well to make it as an open source that you just mentioned. Like we should add that license, right? Yeah, we'll make sure that in the future.
Yeah, that will make it actually out of an open source. But yeah, I think Apache license is enough. But yeah, it's a good thing. But remember, your goal is to help students by sharing. Your goal is to create something. Because I'm building a university and you're actually a real engineer. So your goal is to use ML for something. So this is a good example, but how does it help Microsoft? It will help Microsoft because they will get ML engineers later, but you could have done something now and shared it. So, but that's a good thing. I'm not going to criticize it. It's a good thing, but make sure that all of your time doesn't go there. Like 20%, good enough.
Yeah.
But 80%.
That's what I just manage my time, like weekends and weekdays.
And if you watch my project, the ones I showed to you from here together with open source, maybe you know what? Do your priority now. If you go to together with open source on GitHub, and just look at this thing, because to me it looks that you are going so fast that it starts to slow you down. I think I need to do better analysis, but it might be that you're going too fast, mate, and that will slow you down. It might be that you actually should start limiting yourself. I know because so many things interest you. It might be that you should be saying, okay, I will do these things, this, in like 4 hours per day, but everything else I'm not doing because I have a family, I have friends, I will spend time with them.
That's
Because
really great
otherwise,
perspective.
yes, otherwise you will just burn out.
Yeah, main goal is focus on to get a job. Then we'll just focus more on this content, open source, like all the related stuff that you just mentioned. And
start with this lecture, and then it's really nice. I've been there. Kevin,
I've just seen these
so
in GitHub.
And then there was
Nikita, like together we open source.
So and then there was another lecture from Benjamin, but he already knows some open source. You'll benefit from that, another one, but this one you need more. Okay, cool.
Sure.
Let's then. I can keep talking to you for a day. Like in a row, but well, I have my family.
Really thank you, Nikita, for your time. So it's been really valuable session for me. Really valuable session for me. I hope to meet you, like to have this kind of calls in the future as well.
We'll do. I have so many ideas, mate, like hundreds, like even from like speaking on Twitter, having those small panels and just discussing stuff we have done. Because what will happen now, we'll have our journals going in parallel, me, you, and other people I help, and we can just sit and chat there and record it. So we can.
And also we will just have on my channel we will just have a podcast as well with with you, like we will just talk completely about open source.
About stuff we've done in I'll be sharing what I've done there, you'll be sharing and stuff like that. We'll see how it goes. We'll improvise.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And talk to you later then, mate. And I only know Acha and Namaste, but that was Acha. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Have a great day. Take care.
You too, mate. You too. Bye.